What is the miracle mindset? It means so much to so many different people. But really the miracle mindset is something that happens north of our ears. It's something that comes from our heart. And it's something that comes from our gut. I'm going to go from here now, 2011, August, Brisbane, to step over here, 1949. I was a 3-year-old little boy, roly-poly, loved to play, loved to do all sorts of things. But as I started to run at preschool, I started to fall flat on my face, flat on my face, flat on my face. I was taken to the great orthopaedic surgeon in Sydney, Dr. Hugh Barry. And he said, this boy has severe knock knees. It's a problem we can't do anything with. And I don't know what we can do. Not much, if anything. My father sat there and I saw him go ashen grey. I'm 3 and that picture is still there. His ashen grey hands go down. The great doctor said, this boy will never play sport. My father was a sporting editor of the Sydney Daily Mirror newspaper. One son. He and my mother said, there must be something you can do. They said, well, for the next year, the doctor said if he has these splints front and back to his legs bandaged in, has built up boots for the next 2 years, maybe, but I don't think so. My parents said, we'll do it. And I remember at that point in time, I was here, I sat up and I looked, and this great man made this statement, but my mindset was, you're wrong. That's not right. I can do something else. I'm going to be a champion in sport. I'm going to prove you wrong. I was also a bad star. And that didn't stop till I was 14 when I was dyslexic and I could never go to a school, high school. I was sent to this place where when you were 14, 10 months you left and got a job. I made sure I got to the best, at the top of that school, so 12 boys there were sent to a high school so that I could matriculate, go to university. I then won a scholarship. What in? Physical education. At 15, I became the Australian Junior Judo Champion. So I know that miracles abound, and it's a mindset. It's what you do, whatever happens. Robert Desnos, the great surrealist poet of the 1930s, Jewish, taken to Auschwitz. Now, in Auschwitz, anyone been to Auschwitz? Yeah. Thank you. The great concentration camp in Poland, Judy and I have been there. We were locked in there in 1979. Sorry, 71. A frightening experience. Desnos was in a work group, and they were very, very good workers. And right up till almost the end of the war, 2 weeks before, skin and bone. You know, if you just close your eyes, you can see those men's skin and bone and those pictures of people in concentration camps. They were loaded onto the back of the truck by the young SS guards to be shipped from this side of the camp to that side of the camp to go in the gas chamber. Desnos was first onto the truck, and as these other men were pushed on by the SS guards, he said, show me your hand. I'm a palm reader. Oh, you're going to be a famous man at the end of the war. Show me your hand. You're going to be a leader. You're going to be a financial leader. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. And men started coming. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Robert Desnos died the year later of typhus. 2 weeks after that event, those men were liberated. World War II ended. And there were people who became famous leaders in the US. Bankers. Amazing stuff. What did Desnos do? He took people who were dead when they got onto the truck and he changed their mindset that something else was possible. 1977, I graduated from chiropractic college. Why did I go there? Because in 1967 I married my beautiful wife. She collapsed. Phys ed teacher, top sportswoman, back pain. Medicine said, you'll be in a wheelchair in a year. Didn't know what to do. Went to a chiropractor, didn't even know what they were, and she walked out. She was helped. Said, one day I'm going to do that. We taught, we travelled extensively off the beaten track, hijacked in the Congo, got caught up with the Idi Amin death squad in Uganda, almost got wiped out in the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro in a blizzard, some awful events in Peru and Colombia, chased by the KGB in Cold War time in Russia, just some fun things. But always with a miracle mindset, there's a way out. So when I graduated in 77 from chiropractic school in Toronto, Judy started the year after me. We went to Dallas because in professional school, in health, you're not taught about mental, emotional and spiritual well-being. You're only talking about physical well-being. The body's something mechanical. But healing comes from within. Healing comes from the heart. Healing's about love, that magic bullet. We went to this seminar in Dallas, and in the great trade area, I saw these signs. And these signs said, expect a miracle. I thought, wow, I've expected these all through my life. So I went and bought two, took them back to Toronto, put them up in my consulting rooms, and people kept saying, what's this? What's this expect a miracle? What's this? So if you want to get well, I can help you physically, but you have to work on the mental part, the emotional part, and the spiritual part. If you want to do that, not only will you get well, but you'll start to enjoy a life of wellness. Wow. Now, 10 years later, 1987, Judy and I were in Melbourne doing a seminar with Robert Kiyosaki, Money and You seminar. And his logistics coordinator, DC Cordova, was a Chilean woman. We were talking at a break, and 2 years before that, Judy and I adopted 3 children from Chile. 18 years married, too old to adopt children at 39 and 40 in this country. We found a loophole in the law, exercised it, went to Chile, found 3 older children, 7.5, 9 and 10.5, who no one would adopt, and we adopted them. Came back, miracle mindset again, petitioned and got the law changed. DC put a hand in her pocket and produced a little card that said, expect a miracle. She said, that's a miracle, have one of my cards. And I said, DC, where do they come from? She said, I print them. I found them in the Unity Church in Honolulu. I said, are they copyrighted? She said, no. I said, great. So I went back, went to the printer, printed them, and started handing them out to patients to start with, and then to people all over the world. And in handing those cards out, I've had some miraculous things happen. Miraculous. I've had people's lives change. It's amazing. So my great friend Charlie Tremendous Jones of 30 years said to me in 1978, you need to write a book and I need to publish it, because Charlie was a great publisher. And 2 months before his death, the book came out, and it's been a bestseller here and overseas. Now, a fun story, because there's some great things that people's lives save, some great things, great emotional things, but a fun story. I flew Brisbane, Sydney, Auckland, LA, New York, 36 hours. You know, you step off the plane and you're thinking, whoa, this is ground. 5 o'clock, JFK, New York. I've got to get to Teaneck, New Jersey. It's about an hour and a half away. So I go down to ground transportation, and it's like the zoo. People are screaming and yelling, and I get up to the counter, and there are 3 African American women sitting on stools. Large mamas, big, big women. And she said, yes, sir. And I said, a gift for you, ma'am. What's this? What's this? Expect a miracle. Oh, wow, see this, girl, see this? Yes, sir. So I give them both a card. Oh, yeah, and where are you going, sir? I said, Teaneck, New Jersey. How do I get there? She said, take the bus. I said, how much is that? She said, $77. Or you can take the limo. But no, let's go back on the list. She said, the first thing's the bus. The next thing you can take is the shuttle. Then you take the taxi cab. Then you take the town car. Then you take the limo. You take the super limo. Which one do you want? I'll take the bus. Okay. So they get on the phone. Girls, let's get going. So they get on the phone and she come back. Sir, have I got a deal for you, sir? Have I got a deal for you? She said, you can take the super limo. 8 seat, 2 bars. Fully stocked. $77. Just for you. It's a miracle, sir. I said, thank you, man. And off we went. Now, on the other side, I can remember Big Bob. I'd seen Big Bob for a number of months. 6'6", huge man, strong, a welder. Tough boy. If there's a brawl in the pub, I'd be on Bob's side. I walk in the consulting room. Bob's standing there with his jocks on. I walk in, he looks at me. And this went on. Bob was there, he lost it. Just lost it. I walked over to Bob, just walked slowly, got into his space and just let him calm down. I said, Bob, what's happening? What are you feeling, Bob? What's in your heart today? He said, you sent me that birthday card and they expect a miracle card. And I'm 46 years of age and I haven't had a birthday card since I was 10. I said, why not, Bob? My father said only Potter's got birthday cards, so we mother had to stop giving them. I said, right, and you've got 4 sons, I know, because I've checked them all. I bet they've never had a birthday card, have they? I said, what are they going to get now, Bob? He said, a birthday card. I said, good. That's your miracle, Bob. And the miracle mindset is free. Anyone can have it. It's out there. It's all up here. It's about what you choose and what we choose.